Welcome back to Dirt 5. We begin today with the Chimera, a triple stone bridge in Greece for a land rush event. Soldierboy's up first and he's driving the Exomotive Exocert Off-Road of the Super Lite Class. Now this is a brand new car we've recently purchased for this event, so we'll see how well it does in the race. Now, triple stone bridge isn't one that I remember from previous. We've done quite a lot of races, so some of them do kind of meld together. It's not a track I'm massively familiar with that I can think of. We'll find out more as we get going, but off we go. Not as good acceleration I was hoping for, really, considering the stats of this car, but up the inside nicely for the first corner, and we're already into 4th place. That's a very good start. We've already cleared all 3 of the stamp objectives on the right hand side. They've gone light green, as you can see there. Just might be able to make it out in the sunshine. Up the inside as well, and into 1st place of this 3-lap race. We're into 1st place after only 3 or 4 corners. This car is running away with it, although we are being threatened on the outside there, which is actually the inside for this corner. Braking nice. This car is amazing to drive. It's a little bit slow off the start line. Yes, it wasn't brilliant, but once the race gets going, this car is really proving how good it can be. It's quite a light, nimble thing. It drives really well, it gets a decent amount of traction. You can see that back suspension flexing over the bumps here as well. Over 100 miles per hour as we hit the crest there. Nice left-hander as the brakes work brilliantly to get the car down. A little bit nervous on the outside there, kind of got a bit caught up. Didn't stay in the middle of the track as we should have done, but we are okay. We've got a bit of a gap to the cars behind. Hopefully we need to hold that on a bit deep there as we hit the barrier. That is the end of the first lap, and we have a little bit of a lead. The mistake at the last corner probably cost us a bit of time, but all in all, we're doing okay. Another mistake there made the chance for 2nd place to come in, but we have the inside for the next corner as we take it nicely. So we are being challenged, we are under a little bit of pressure. But so far, I'm enjoying the car. This is what I want to use again in upcoming races of the Super Lite Class. I think this car is amazing. It is so good on the corners, the suspension is fantastic. Brakes really good on the braking. The only thing I would say is it can be a bit difficult to rotate the car at slow speeds. That seems to be a little bit of an issue, but other than that, very happy. Still in 1st place. We're probably about halfway through the 2nd lap now. There is a tiny gap between us and the cars behind. Not much. One mistake would be enough for them to come back into this. So we do need to be careful. We need to be on form. We need to really focus on the race. Nice left-hander here, can we take it nicely? Braking nicely, getting the car to rotate nicely as well. That goes round brilliantly. Right-hander, a little bit wide again. We had problems with the 1st lap at the end of the lap as well. That last corner is proving to be a little bit of a nemesis for this car, but we cross it nicely. We're over the line. 3rd lap of 3. Final lap now. I know that didn't make much sense. Final lap. We're in 1st place. The gap isn't really growing, but it's not getting closer either. So as long as we can hold on, no mistakes, keep this lap clean as possible, we have another race in the bag, which we have dominated from the start. This is kind of where you lose races normally, when you dominate so much. We've got to hold it together, we've got to make this work. Nice corner there, probably a little bit deep, but not too bad. Around the right-hander, you can see the car struggling to rotate sometimes if we're going a little bit slower, but it's okay. Got a little bit of a left-hander, bringing it nicely round. As we start to head up the hill now, there's a left-hander at the top of this hill we've got to be aware of. Over 103 miles per hour there. That's the top speed I think for this guy I've had so far that I've noticed. Still climbing. Left-hander again. We're going to start heading down the hill into the right-hander. With gap has kind of gone out a little bit. We are ahead. We took the last corner really well, and that is domination from Soldierboy. That is 1st place in the bag. What a drive and what a car. I don't think we would have managed that kind of domination if we didn't have that car. Just the combination was brilliant. It worked really well. And this is time to mention our new sponsor. So we've been using Michelin as a sponsor for quite a while. We'd maxed out the reputation for our sponsor, so because of that we have decided to change, as we thought we'd actually increase the reputation of someone else, and that will give us rewards as well, like liveries. So our new sponsor is Munster. We had to pick something I struggle to pronounce. Right, next race. We have the Gymkhana Gauntlet at Mesa Valley for Gymkhana C. Wolverine is driving the Subaru WRX STI RX Supercar off the RX Rallycross class. No commentary this time. Let's watch how Wolverine gets on at the Gymkhana. And Wolverine did amazingly there. 5,774 points. One stamp, which is what we needed. Reputation increase for the Munster, the new sponsor as well. And what a race and what a performance from Wolverine. He enjoys the Gymkhanas. I'm not a fan personally, but he enjoyed it. Now we're going to finish the episode with high velocity at Xiamo Run China for a Land Rush event. Soldierboy is driving the Volkswagen Race Tovareg 3 of the X-Cross Raid class. Now this is a race we've done quite a few times. It's come up quite a few times, and the Tovareg is a fantastic car. We used quite a lot at the start of this journey through career mode. We're back in it again at Xiamo Run. I'm pretty sure we've had this car around here quite a few times as well. Munster, our new sponsor for the team, probably won't be happy that we're using the Red Bull livery. Kind of goes against the sponsorship slightly, doesn't it? Bit of a poor start for Soldierboy there. Kind of couldn't get off the line as well as he'd wanted, so already boxed in on the inside here as he tries to make it past the cars. Managed to get up a couple of positions, then drop down again on the outside. We're going to take him again as we sweep through the inside there and up the inside of 7th as well. So into 6th place, up the inside again for 5th. Going a bit deep because of that though. And we've got the inside for the next right-hander though, so that actually worked out really well. We gained positions here. We've gained 2 positions on the inside, up to 3rd place. Again, this is a 3-lap race. The car is showing a little bit of lack of power in the straights. That's very obvious just then, but we're still in 3rd, or challenging for 3rd at least with the car next to us. The other car's the inside, but we do get the traction down and we do get away nicely. 3rd currently. Nice left-hander here. Braking sharply and up the inside of 1st and 2nd to take 1st position. We are going to lose it on the straight. That's where this car kind of lacks a little bit. It's top-end speed by the looks of things. It just can't seem to get the speed down. Touching the rocks on the inside though, that's not going to help us either. In the 2nd place, but there is a car on our inside trying to challenge us for 2nd. We're going to finish the 1st lap in 2nd place. We're not too far off the leader as we sweep round the inside of the 1st corner, take the inside and take the position. But we're going to be outdone again on the outside by 2 cars and we're dropping to 3rd. We're going to gain 2nd back though and 1st place by looks of it as we take the inside. And now we're going to hold this. I don't know why we're struggling so much at speed. It just seems weird the other cars have got that overrun speed on us. But we are in 1st. 1.5 laps to go. Again, dominating. Pretty much like the 1st race. We are still dominating this event. Right-hander now, taking it nicely. There's a little bit of a gap building to the cars behind, so no mistakes. And this race is ours. Nice left-hander there. Going underneath the bridge now. And we've got a long left-hander, a short left-hander, sorry, and a long right-hander. Taking this nicely. Turned in a bit early there, as you notice a little change of direction. That's allowed the cars behind to catch up a little bit, which isn't helpful. As the night starts to turn in on us, and it's getting dark, this is going to make the race a little bit harder. We're going to struggle to see some of the corners, so we've got to really pay attention. just because we've done this race a few times, we don't know the track by any shout. So on to the last lap now. We have a bit of a lead. It's not much, but we have one. Again, turned in too early there. Really messed up that first corner for the first time this race. And we're going to be taken by 2 cars here as they go either side of us. And we'll drop down to third. We are going to go up the inside to take back first. We've got a battle on our hands for this final lap. We need to hold this as well. We need to do some very clean corners. I don't understand how we managed to mess up the first corner. It's been a strong corner of ours, but just couldn't quite do it. Right-hander now, getting the car to go around nicely. The rain is coming in as well, so it's going to provide an issue with grip. We've got to really balance this nicely. Have a right-hander, getting the car to swing around nicely. The gap has gone out again. We have got a bit of a gap to the cars behind, but we need to hold this. We want to dominate. We don't want to be mediocre mid-pack. We want to be dominating these races. And the lead is under a second. That's how close this is. I think it is the straights. For some reason this car just isn't getting up to speed on the straights. Whether that's always been an issue and just not noticed it, I don't know. The 70 mile an hour, 73, 74 there. Is that kind of top end? Probably by the looks of it, actually. As we cross the bridge. And we're going to finish the race. First place. And what a performance. What a win. And what an episode. So we've added an extra race in this episode. I think that's something we're going to try and look at doing going forward. We've been used to doing 2 races, but they're quite short. So we're considering doing 3 per episode. So that does seem something we're going to think about and hopefully add it into the future. How many more races are left in this series? We don't know. We have tried working it out based on the amount of stamps that there is possible and all that kind of stuff. I think we've got one more. We're in the velocity area at the minute. I think there's one more area than the final area, I believe, but I don't know for definite. We haven't really looked it up at all. Confirmation of first place, and that is it for today. 3 races in the bag, 2 wins and a Gymkhana. Can't really win Gymkhana. Brilliant performances all round. Next episode, another 3 races for you. So we'll see you in that one. If you're enjoying this series or any content on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. A like on the episodes does really help as well. And we'll see you in the next race.